cover, a whole lot more. Enjoy higher discounts and better coverage for any kind of vehicle, car, SUV or pickup with free loss of use, windscreen cover and special perils. To sign up, call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and settle for more today.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
And we're back in the room for another beautiful Thursday, November 2nd. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Final one for the week. And like I said, welcome back to the show. Hope everyone is doing A-okay. What am I looking for? Okay, there we go. I'm yet to share. Let me get that out of the way, and then we can get into the business of the hour. Come on. Do you sometimes like pick up your phone and being completely clueless? As to what you're going to do on your phone? Like you pick it up with, you're sure what you're about to do, and then you just go totally blank. I find that happens to me a lot lately, and I have to sit there and be like, what did I pick up my phone to do again? Anyways, it is officially 52 more days until Christmas. 52 days, 12 hours, 54 minutes, 22 seconds, just to be correct, until it's Christmas. Good morning, Melvin Brown. What up, bro? Hope all is well. Good morning, Shantae. Good morning, Marianne. Good morning, Jackie. But you're early and you want a cookie for that. I could send you, you know what? Morning, Valerie Ross. Good morning. Ardon Kujo, good morning. Rita, good morning. Good morning, Derek Cuffey. Who else is here? Debbie Crony, good morning. Morning, Sonia. Good morning. Sure, anytime you're ready, say the word. All right? Say the word and I got you. Crosses. Yeah, I have to make sure I'm well protected, because these days the evils and powers out here. Watch crosses. Yeah, that's to deal with y'all crosses. That's what I need. So I have to arm up myself a heavy dose of crosses to deal with y'all crosses. Morning Petra. Morning Linda. Who else is here? A review kid, Jackie and them. Good morning again, everybody. Welcome. Good morning to those of you on the YouTube, or if you're listening on radio, 95.1, 95.3, or of course online on the website or any of the platforms, the streaming platforms. Good morning. Yes, Jackie. Let me go do your work, please, and get off my life. I'll watch crosses. Morning, Shauna. Gwendolyn, good morning. Laura Lewis, thanks so much for checking in. Come on in, guys, and share the live. It's the last one for the week. Carrie, good morning. Always up to something on Facebook. Did you all hear the song? Let me see if I can on her face. wonder if it's copyrighted. I wonder if Mark will block me if I give a little taste. Hold on. Naya, good morning. No, not here, Naya. Not here. Not here today at all. About feel if you give trouble under here today. No. Not here today at all, at all, at all. You see why? According to Debbie, you see how much crosses I have? That's for protection against you and others that come here to stress me out on a daily basis. I swear. I need to clone myself, or I need another Aruna, because this one isn't cutting it. I'm tired. Y'all just came from vacation and I'm already tired. Good morning, Maria. Morning, Montreal. Morning, Toronto. Good morning, everybody. Our friends in the US, seeing that it's already cold, very cold, in parts of the US, seeing temperatures and dipping in the 20s already and 30s, and y'all can keep that. I don't know how y'all do it, man. Really applaud Hal, how you do? I really listen. 2 little days and it's not like cold yet, and already you're starting to feel pain in your knees and hip, and imagine having to get up in 4 and 5 and 6 in the morning to brace that, and if you don't have your own transportation, having to stand up and wait for the bus or walk towards train station. And hey, listen, when people in them who, especially the family who takes care of you, who will send a little barrel, will send a little something through Western Union, when they come here, y'all supposed to treat these people like kings and queens. Bring them in the boiling spring and rub them down, massage them. Bring them in what you call that place up in Shambo, up in Bylands. Put them to soak in the hot water and rub them down. Cause it's hard. And there's no excuse like how some of us will do. A little rain will fall and boss, I can't make it to the rain falling. Ain't no rain falling, ain't no snow falling, ain't no cold. I can't come to work today. You gotta go. So y'all need to seriously appreciate family that takes care of y'all, and friends who, you know, however small it is, because it's rough. Zingo! I realized I tell you to leave me out, but it's alright. Say after days, nights, it's okay. God is love. When you lose one, you gain 100. Morning, Lisa. Yeah, you're celebrating tomorrow. Hope you have is it tomorrow or Saturday, Lisa? I think tomorrow. Anyways, shout out to all the Scorpios in the building. Scorpios are annoying as Leos. They swear they're like in charge of the zodiac. You know, like, yeah, Scorpios and Leos. Yeah, they're yeah. So as I was saying, appreciate them, because it really takes tomorrow. Okay, so happy birthday in advance, Lisa. Guys in the room, join me in wishing Lisa a happy birthday. We won't have any show tomorrow, so let's do it today. Natasha says cold, don't even want to go outside. What Zingo said? But please don't let me put your phone responses when I call. You don't call nobody, please. You don't call nobody. When I come up the road, all you want to do is go and sit down by thing and knock domino. For me, leave my house to come and sit down and knock domino and watch your drink rum. No thanks, I'll pass on that. Yeah, so as I was saying, appreciate them because it's really tough, you know, getting up and having to go outside and, you know, take care of your family. And some of y'all are so unappreciative. They come here and all you're looking for, what are you leaving with me and what I could get and what. And no, even okay, I know you're coming, let me get a little, you know, 2 little snapper, let me get some let me get 2 little mango. Nothing, not a thing. This says they're coming to Grenada on Monday, hopefully they take care of me. Listen, don't hold your breath, but still hope, you know, you can still hope and pray, but don't hold your breath, you know. It's living in a gimme and everybody wants and nobody wants to put out, you know. But unless you've experienced it, you wouldn't understand the things and sacrifices that these folks make. And let's get it right. They don't have to. We're all grown out here. We're all grown men and women. It's our responsibility to take care of ourselves, to fend for ourselves. So if you happen to still have family that handle you, you know Christmas coming, you're sure on a 2-barrel coming down the road, appreciate it, because like I said, they don't have to. Some of y'all have this sense of entitlement and think that people, no, nobody didn't have to do jack. Family, friend, foe, whatever the case might be. Everybody's responsible for him or herself and your immediate family. Anything outside of that, be thankful. Appreciate it. Because it's not a given. And it's not a right either. That's all. Anyways, we move. Kizzy, good morning. Good morning, Bernard. Good to have you guys back with us again. So much to talk about. Elimus, your hand on your pocket hard as iron. You sent 5-barrel to who already? Debbie, you don't worry about when mine reach. Yours reached how much weeks ago? I didn't see nothing come down the hill. So nothing ain't coming up the hill either. You see how she stay? Hers come up the hill how much weeks ago? She pass it up in front of my door every day to go up her hill. And stop and drop nothing but marking when mine reach. Nothing ain't going up. Nothing didn't come down the hill, so nothing ain't going up the hill. Your women, like what you're doing well. That's why women doesn't leave you. And that's why you leave women and you're taking care of them. That's good. You need to teach Hal and them other youngsters in the room the way to do it. One big happy family. Nobody upset with each other. Nobody ain't getting more. Nobody ain't getting less. One for each. 5 soap in each. So nobody ain't saying you send 5 soap for her and you send 3 for me. That's the thing. Hal, listen. Grenadians master mark your barrel. Trust me. They know when it reach before you even reach. They know if they have contacts on the port. Quick, but not gonna happen. Someone say Libras are the worst. Libras? I'm fine. Yeah, Libra season just went, right? Yeah, Libras are okay, but the Leos and Scorpios are the one doing the most. If it wasn't gonna say what Naya that came to give trouble, not me. No, speak Eli. Hal, you're telling me nothing about Elimus. Elimus ain't giving nobody nothing. What fat man just said, go to a button, what cheaper mutton, something have nothing. That's Elimus writing, nothing. Elimus ain't spending 20 cents to see bog wine. So, Delroy. Yeah, y'all Leos. Nobody couldn't share Barry like me. And everybody portion label out. Dr. Dre is celebrating his birthday tomorrow, so big up the Scorpion King himself, Scorpio King. Lisa, you're celebrating with Dre tomorrow, so that looks like it's gonna be a good celebration. So Jackie says Elimus has let us Scorpios down with our cheapness. Elimus, oh yes, Elimus' birthday was on Sunday, right? Yes. So Elimus is a Scorpio. No, Elimus, not Papa. Elimus, pocket does sting bad. And a true Scorpio, nothing coming out. Elimus supposed to have a good retirement. You don't have to worry about nothing. Collecting rent when the month come, and he don't pay mortgage, so he good to go. Good to go. Morning, Donna. Anyways, we have people business to deal with. Just sit down here talking stupidness. We have people business to talk about. No, Elimus, from since I know Elimus, that's so many years now, 20-something years plus. I've never said thank you to Elimus in all my life. Never. Elimus either always coming back, or he doesn't drink, or he leave your wallet in the van. You pass back and check me before you go up country. If I sit down here with my mouth dry and tight, waiting on Elimus, I die. Elimus not on that, Papa. No woman can say they eat out Elimus. Elimus not on that. Anyways, so the lady said that we have a husband and wife situation. And I'd really love to have a conversation with folks who've been married for a long time. I mean, no relationship is perfect. Every relationship has its good, bad, ugly days, up and down. Whether you're married, whether you're shacking up, whether you're whatever the case might be, there's no perfect relationship, and time isn't okay. Like, you could be together for donkey years, but that does not mean you've had a good donkey years. It could be you stayed for children, or you have businesses together, investments together, and you probably got to a stage where, like, you know what, there's no point in me starting over. It is what it is. Let me just, grin and bear it, live my life. He lives his life. We sleep in separate rooms. You just go with the flow. At a point in time, you just go with the flow. You don't stress it or anything. But for those who have been trying and going through it, because we seem to be having a lot of issues now, we don't stick with it. Soon as the first sign of problems, we head for the hills. We're just so easy to bail on each other. Nobody wants to fight the good fight anymore. And I'm getting a lot of these things from husband and wives, a lot of husband and wife situations. So anyways, this isn't far from the one like yesterday, but the lady says that during an argument the other day, her husband made a comment saying sex with her wasn't all that, so whatever. That is a ouch, eh? That is like, ouch. You say a lot of things, but when you tell them when it comes to that. So homeboy says that it's not all that, so whatever. In response to her stating that the reason she was reluctant to be intimate with him was because he treats her badly. So homeboy turn around and tell her, well, sex with you ain't all that anyway, so me ain't really miss nothing. She says she was stunned and all her old insecurities bubbled up. And she asked, well, why didn't you leave me then? Why don't you leave me then? And homeboy said, don't worry, it will happen soon. And another shocker for her, she says. And now she feels like he's planning his exit and is tired of her. She says, this is a man I built a life together with from nothing. He's doing well in his job, life is good. So I guess now he wants to move on. Our marriage has the usual problems, but lately he has been very emotionally abusive and distant, and I feel so abandoned and unappreciated. Is there a way out for us, or should I just plan my exit before he leaves me? Miss, no matter who leaves first, at the end of the day, somebody have to leave. And if it gets to that point when sometimes all that holds a relationship together is sex. And then when you have the man saying, in response to her withholding it from him because she says he treats her badly, so mentally she's not there to, have relations with him. A man turn around and tell her, well, it's not all that with you anyways, so. He ain't getting a chance to tell me that twice, that much I know. And it's not even me, and I feel hurt for her, He has hurt you deeply with those two statements, and you feel frustrated and unappreciated, understood. It's reasonable for you to be caught up by what he said. And these are some very, very common issues I hear in what you say. It's like the catch-22 in which many couples get caught in. Unpleasantness of a husband, little to no sex from the wife, little to no sex from a wife equals unpleasantness from a husband. And round it goes. It's just like there's no way out. It's like a catch-22. So you have unpleasantness of a husband, it equals little to no sex from a wife. Little or no sex from a wife equals unpleasantness from the husband. It's saying, regarding hurtful words, as was learned by a person who joked around and said jump to a suicidal man standing on a ledge. The man indeed jumped to his death. A word, a statement has the power to hurt somebody. And a lot of the times we are not conscious of our words. But in the same vein, words similarly has the power to heal. I don't do, church often, but I remember, back in the day when we frequented, there's a particular proverb which says death and life are in the power of the tongue. So sometimes we have to be careful and purposeful with how we speak. We have to be conscious about what we say. Yes, you might be hurt, and the first thing we do sometimes is the intent is to hurt the other person, to make them feel the hurt that we're hurting. That's why you always hear the saying, hurt people hurt people. But even though you might feel a particular way, there's a way you can say it that will not crush a person. Because to feel like you're being treated badly, to feel like this person is being mean and unkind to you, and you're saying to them, that's the reason I don't feel like being intimate with you because of the way you're treating me. Because bear in mind, women are different to men. Y'all could be upset, y'all could be whatever mood. Once you're in the mood, it works for you. But there's a lot of women, like us women, our entire being has to be in it. We have to be in an emotional place. Mentally, we have to be in a good place. Emotionally, we have to be in a good place to really be in it, to enjoy it. Sometimes you'll just go through the motions because you don't want to disappoint your partner. So that is just for your partner, not for you. You're not enjoying the moment, right? But to feel you're not being treated right or fairly by your partner, and then when you bring that to the forefront to be told, sex with you ain't all that anyways, that feels like somebody punched you in your stomach. My thing is, don't allow yourself to be in any spirit of despair. I often remind people that gratitude destroys darkness. Practice finding any and everything to be grateful for, then watch what happens. Do it frequently and you'll experience a renewed sense of purpose. Read between his lines. He sounds as though he's hurting as well. He may not actually mean what he said. I don't know. While he may mean it. Because like I said, hurt people. Sometimes you say things to hurt people. But he may not actually mean what he said. Some will say leave at once. Beat it, bounce. Be the first one out. Don't wait until he leaves you, you leave first. But somewhere between it, I get the feeling that he's also hurting and lashing out. Have you all tried talking about it? Like seeking therapy, counseling? Because like I said, it's so easy. We're always encouraging people to leave. If it's what the both of you want, and that's where he's at, and there's no working it out, figuring it out, then it is what it is. It is what it is. Because one thing I know, there's no one person responsible for the demise or the breakdown of a relationship. Although some might point finger and say, well, you did this, and you did that, and you're responsible. One thing I've learned over time is that whatever happens, we both had a part to play in it. Some might have a little more, some might have less, but we both have a part to play in the breakdown of it's never one person's fault. Because none of us are perfect. None of us will do or say the right things all the time. Although you might think you are. But again, that's why it's important to have conversations. That's what's important, to be able to freely express yourself and not have the person take offense to what you say. But be able to openly and, freely express yourself as often as need be, and not necessarily having to hide yourself. What did this get here? Where did this thing go? Hold on. Where did this go? All right, yeah. Hold on, guys. I just locked my Alright, yeah. Mel says there has to be a reason for his behavior. They should take the time and find out what is the problem between the both of them. Communication is key. Shauna says when you're angry, you say what you always wanted to say, especially something so deep as sex. He would never bring himself to tell her your sex isn't all that in a normal head. Someone says, what if the shoe on the other side where you have erection issue? Would you want her to leave you? There is a thing called compromise. Wasn't Inga saying that? Soon as she got that diamond, she started locking her legs like a nail door. And man didn't really mean that. It's a lack of entrance to the gateway mall that caused him to say that. But whatever it is, you see, that is my problem. We will continue to have these problems as long as we're not able to communicate. And it might sound cliche, it might sound like, oh, we're killing the word communicate. But it really, really can solve a lot of problems if we're able to communicate. And not just communicate, but communicate effectively. The intention isn't to belittle or to disrespect or to hurt, and to let it know it's coming from a good place, right? It's coming from a good place, but you just want your partner to understand you and not just be able to blurt things out in the heat of the moment when you have conflict, when you have a problem. Then everybody starts, cussing and screaming at each other, and oh, you're this and you're that, and we should make it a habit to have regular conversation. Be like, okay, babes, we need to talk. Let's talk about this. Make time. Not be like, okay, text, because a lot could be lost via text. You don't read emotions in text because sometimes a person could be cool, but their text comes across as being upset or aggressive. So sending little text messages here, having a conversation via text sometimes just don't cut it. And the need to sit like adults, make the time. Okay, when I get home from work, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, let's sit and talk about this. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. This is what is bothering me. This is so and so. This. Everybody put their likes and dislikes on the table. And find ways to compromise. Find ways to figure it out. And not just, carry this energy of anger and animosity and, the back and forth and, talking to each other, and you go silent and I go silent, and maybe when I finally feel like it or get around to it, I'll talk to you, and gradually we start communicating again. It's time for us to get over those petty childish ways. Like I said, everybody's different, but we have to, a lot of the times, if we look back, egos are what destroyed some pretty good relationship. If only we were able to shelve our egos and be a little bit more humble in the process and say, you know what, let me put my ego on pause and let me find out, why is this person behaving this way? How am I contributing to this behavior? But no, everybody wants to be wrong and strong. Everybody wants to be Miss Independent. Everybody wants to be, well, I don't have to say anything. Oh, well, I could get a next man. Oh, well, I could get a next woman. We usually luck out on some good relationships because of our pride and ego. We really do, because sometimes when you move on to another person, you look back and you'll be like, man, I really should have stayed and made this work with John or with Lisa, because you think it's easy to just move on, and the next person will be your knight in shining armor and your soulmate, and it'll be like all hunky-dory. And then when you start having the problems, you'll be like, man, this dude is worse, or she's worse than where I was. I might as well have stayed and made things work with that person. Like I said, again, the egos. We're always busy to jump ship first sign of problems, because it's so easy now to get another person, because most of the times that person is already there in the wings, waiting for the curtain to fall so you can bring them on the stage. You're not doing anything with them, but you know of their interests, so you keep them there bubbling, keep them on ice in case. You know, you keep them on ice in case. What is the same? What you know? Hearing what? You know, hearing what, Jackie? Someone says I'm speaking a book. No, for real. A lot of the times it's so easy, and it's both on both men and women's side. You know, the minute somebody slip up, there's a little, chick or a little dude on the side that you're talking to that's interested in you, but you keep them at arm's length, but you know of their interests. And as soon as the person, you decide, you know what, me dealing with you again. I have people who want me out here. You here playing the fool with me, and yeah, people that want me out here. You good, yes? There we go. Only to be confronted by more problems and even bigger problems than the ones we were having if we only sat and had these conversations. We could save the relationship, a good relationship. Not everybody is bad. You would not get everything in one person. We all have ways that each other don't like. As much as you might think you this, you that, you're perfect, nothing so. And a lot of times you put the pressure on the men, make it seem as though they're the ones constantly with the problem. But like someone says, like Sam said yesterday, we have a lot of toxic traits that we're trying to normalize as women, that we need to take a good, long, hard look at ourselves and the roles we play in the breakups and, problems in relationship. We could never just be, oh, man cheat, or man this, or man that. There's other things that causes problems apart from cheating. And we all have to be subjected to wanting to change. Nobody's made of stone. And so are they. Take me or leave you, so are they. No, that's how you choose to be. If you wanted to change, you would. People change for what they want. So, this so are they thing, you're not a robot. And even robots can be programmed and rebooted. So sometimes we need to do a little, reset. Yeah, sometimes we need to do a little reset. Tamasha says a lot of people in relationships stop being friends with each other and move to making their commitments a project. Hold on. And move to making their commitments a project, and so sweet, gentle conversations stop being natural, and this form of communication is vital. Because it's always as though we're trying to prove a point. It's like a competition. It's like you have to win. If it's an argument, you have to have the last word, you have to win. It don't work that way. So we'll constantly be trying to, find that person, and that'll never happen if we don't, look to change certain things about ourselves. So most definitely ego not being mature enough to accept wrong with grace to work along, lack of effective communication all around. It is. And when you look back, sometimes it's not as difficult. Relationships aren't as difficult as we make them out to be. It's just that we want what we want, and it's our way or the highway, and you're not willing to commit, you're not willing to, to bend. So a lot of the times that's what causes the problems. You have to be willing to make changes and listen to another opinion apart from yours, and that realize you're not always right, and it's not always about you. And that is what causes, a lot of our problems in our relationships. We make it always to be about us. And that saying about happy wife, happy life, no. Happy house, happy spouse. Both parties need to be happy. One person can be doing all the work to ensure another person is happy, and that person just takes it and don't do anything. After a while, that person is going to become tired. They're going to be depleted, and then they start getting angry and bitter because they have to always bend over backwards to accommodate you, while you, on the other hand, do nothing, the bare minimum. So after a while, they're going to start, the little seeds will start planting in their head. So we have to stop with this happy wife, happy life thingy, happy house, happy spouse, and make sure both parties are happy equally. We both do the little things to ensure each other's happiness. It's an inside job, but when you're together, there are little things you can do to add to that. So that is my bit. Like y'all were in court this morning listening to me, right? Well, the judge has spoken, I have to get a black robe on the thing that they knock. The court is adjourned. So this court stands adjourned. What Elima says? I say, once I know you harm me, I gone. Nothing to discuss. Listen to you. Everything for you is a harm. Not all problems in relationships is because of, harming and cheating, Not all. Jackie, you have that on your mind. That's why you're hearing it. It's either you make a trip come down the road or car wash make a trip come up the road. Because I don't know why every time I say robe, you're talking about I said rose. How does rose and robe sound the same? You need to check with one of those airlines and see what you could do, because you're suffering from something that I can't help you with. As I was saying, this court stands adjourned until next week, God's will, when we shall reconvene at 11 a.m. in the forenoon. Until then, do have yourselves a great Thursday, and stay tuned, stay powered up. Zingo, you said only the laughing LOL, LOL, LOL. You're real happy today. Every time I turn around, you're LOLing. Anyway, guys, have a good one. Thank you so much to our friends at Beacon Insurance and Western Union for making our show possible. And we'll see you guys again next week, God's will, for another show. Everything for you is a LOL, LOL. Everybody to look up at the screen, you're laughing about something. Hold on, let me just check here. Okay, we good. Where is my intro? There we go.
Ladies Room comes to you compliments of Renwick and Thompson Limited and Beacon Insurance.
When you get to a certain age, different things drive you. Like the anticipation of a new adventure, the comfort of having friends who've become family, or just enjoying